Hi guys.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi there, I'm Tim.
I am UNA Burger. Well, everyone calls me Joe.
My name is Prince. I'm a junior software developer at Retro Rabbit.
Hi, I'm Keegan Bester.
Hi everyone, my name is Zinzi Gwebu.
I am a UX UI designer at Retro Rabbit.
I'm a UX UI designer at Retro Rabbit.
I'm a junior developer at Retro Rabbit.
A junior UX UI designer.
My name is Abrahale Kiros. I studied computer science and IT at the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
I'm Alfonso Lowe, and I studied multimedia at the University of Johannesburg.
My name is Arslan. I have studied electrical engineering with IT at UJ.
I am Kyla McGee and I am a 21-year-old UX UI designer.
I studied information design at the University of Pretoria.
I studied BIS Multimedia at TEX.
I studied information technology at the Lubachevsky State University of Nizhny Novgorod.
I went to the University of Pretoria. My qualification is in chemical engineering.
I studied BA Fine Arts at the University of Pretoria. I finished my studies in 2015, so that was a while ago. After my fine arts studies, I did a year graphic design course at Open Window.
So why did I become a developer? It's fun, and I'm not gonna lie. I could sit in front of a computer for hours without being bored.
I just grew up not knowing what software development was until I got to high school, where I learned about like HTML and CSS, and that sparked the passion in me.
I remember back in school I liked subjects like mathematics, and also I enjoyed problem solving and stuff, so like, doing that degree and going into this industry, like, it gave me that chance to solve problems on a bigger scale, and also I really enjoyed that.
I was a creative at heart. I just didn't know what field exactly to go into. At first I wanted to be like in the entertainment industry, but then I realized, wow, stage fright, it's a real thing.
So from a very young age, I've always been into business and technology.
I became a developer in a bit of a roundabout way. Throughout my degree, we were exposed to code as a means of computational modeling and processing, really. So as a fancy calculator. And in my master's, I needed a little bit more knowledge to assist with programming microcontrollers, with data capture, with data analysis and presentation.
I found it very fascinating that, you could write code and this code would then, turn into a website or a mobile app.
And that's when I got interested. I started hearing more and more about UX UI, and I was like, what is this?
As I learned more about the field, I really started to enjoy the digital side of my master's more than the experimental side. And at some point I just decided to try and pursue the field a little more, and here we are.
So for me, it's beyond just the design aspect of, interaction design. It was always a case of helping. Design is more than just a pretty picture. It's more than just functionality. It's what problem am I trying to solve for those who will be using the system.
One thing that I enjoy a lot more than anything, as you might guess, is sitting in front of my computer and writing code, because that's what I like the most.
I can safely say I did not choose it, it chose me.
It's like spark the passion in me for learning about software development.
Actually, I like this. I really do.
I chose this field of study in particular because it is very in the now. We are now currently moving more and more every day towards technology. It is constantly changing and constantly growing.
And I joined Retro as part of the 2020 grad program.
What can I say about the grad program? Yeah, the grad program has been
Quite life-changing and quite the experience.
My experience with the grad program has been really amazing.
and it's really set me up to enter the working world as a professional designer and a valuable resource to the company.
It has provided me with with real world experience.
Setting me up to rapidly progress my career.
Work with some of the most exciting technology out there.
Technology that I work with on a daily basis would be Sketch and Figma, which is what I use to basically make my designs or my wireframes. We also make use of InVision, which is where we upload all our files from Sketch, and this allows the client or anyone necessary to be able to view it.
Mostly Sketch and InVision. I've worked from time to time with Figma, and I've recently started working in Abstract, which is really cool. It's similar to GitHub that developers have. We have Abstract. It's really cool.
I've tried many programming and scripting languages: React, Node.js, Angular, C#. I've also built RESTful APIs using .NET.
Angular, React, Node.js. I really enjoy that. For me, JavaScript's a really dynamic language, though. Something fun to work with.
Content management systems like Prismic and Bravo.
Like from front end to back end, APIs and all that stuff. Could be something complicated on the back end, or just doing something on the front end to give the user something to see.
Now, for those of you guys who don't know, full stack is basically a combination of front end and back end.
Front end is what I like to refer to as the client side part of your application, so what your users get to see and interact with. So if you're building a web application, you would use tags and frameworks such as JavaScript, React, Angular, and all that. And then back end is focused mainly on data and modeling and server integrations, so that is the server side of your applications, and you would use languages such as C# and Python and all the good stuff.
I normally program to relax. It's like my hobby.
I normally program to relax.
Front end is really the bridge that I'm using to integrate across fields. I spend most of my time working in the front end side of things. JavaScript and the frameworks surrounding it, such as Angular, React, Vue.
The real magic happens on the back end, even though it's not what the client or the end user see. But I think backend is the most important part of a system. But then at the end of the day, programming isn't about the programming languages that someone knows. It is more about problem solving and building solutions to problems.
Aside from learning tech and all other stuff, on a technical level, I've also developed some soft skills like improved my communication skills and, ability to work effectively in a team.
During the grad program, I've grown and I've improved on my skills, not only development skills, but also interpersonal skills. Yeah. My advice to anyone who wants to go into development is be open to learning new things. As you know, technology changes all the time and you need to adapt to change. So yeah, be open to learning new things. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and also don't be afraid to ask for help.
Do your utmost best, give your heart into it, and ensure that what you are studying is what you want to study and what you want to study and do for the rest of your life.
The advice I want to give to the upcoming grads is that always be willing to learn different kinds of tech, and just not hesitate to ask for help from other teammates, seniors, or whoever is around.
Over and above any sort of design skill or being able to use certain software, being willing and able to learn will put you further. Ask all sorts of questions.
I would advise anyone who wants to become a developer to keep on working hard, keep on studying. You might feel like technology is always changing, there's always a new framework and stuff like that, and you might feel overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that you think that you have to learn. I would say don't focus on just frameworks alone. Focus on your fundamentals, your data structures, your algorithms, the stuff that doesn't change all the time. Those things form a solid foundation for you as a developer, for you to adapt, to learn quickly, learn new frameworks quickly, and be a better problem solver.
Move towards the technological field, move towards the technological sector, as we are integrating more and more each day into that field, and it will continue to grow and change. So it is a very good opportunity for you to be within that field as it grows and as it changes.
In the morning, I check on my teammates, see how far they are with their tasks, what they're working on at the moment. And then we have stand up where everyone comes all together and talks about the stuff they're working on, what they plan on working on.
A small meeting every day to make sure that we all know what each other's tasks are for the day or for the week.
And due to this whole pandemic, we are currently working from home. Our whole team will come together on a Google Hangout or a Zoom call, and we will state what we did yesterday and what we are currently busy with today or on that day. And this basically just gives your whole team an overview of what you're busy with and what you've done, so that they're all up to date as well.
Interacting with the designer to take their designs that they've made and build the required UI, and then to add functionality to that UI and connect it to the backend where necessary. There's a lot of coffee.
Sort of arrange with your team lead or senior in your team to sort of check your work, as a junior, is it okay?
I chat with friends, have lots of coffee, and I design. From time to time I have meetings with clients and senior designers where I showcase my work and they give reviews, advice and improvements that I could make, and then I just keep on designing.
A client meeting where you demo the work that you've done, show the client how far you've come.
I would definitely have practiced my language skills more and try to expose myself to as much as possible.
I wish I knew more about and used version controls. It's the best way to share code among teammates. It also keeps all your modifications to the source code, so you can always refer back if you make a mistake and even reset your codes to a previous state.
Implementing current design trends. I would have read up more about them, practiced them more, being more proficient in implementing them effectively. As my course focused mostly on development and programming, I was a bit unprepared when I started working.
Reading up more, finding out what the latest trends are, finding out what the latest tech are, that people are making use of. It would definitely be networking more, Always read up, technology constantly changes, people constantly move, we are humans, we evolve.
I would have loved to have learned more, to have focused a lot on some of the basic languages that make up a huge portion of every other language, such as C# and C++. So learning languages, definitely an important thing.
Wow, man.
Listen to your mom. I would have read just to better my vocabulary and my communication skills, and I would have managed my time better. Fundani, lees.
How can I apply what I've went through and what I've learned into this project that we are about to start? And for me, it was quite personal as well as fun, because I applied not just what I've learned and my bad experiences, but how I can, go out there and try to identify what other problems people are facing with these wayfinding nodes. So I think that was the stepping stone for me to always go beyond and identify, issues and trying to design for those issues and how I can overcome or help people overcome the issues.
One thing I love about Retro Rabbit is its culture.
There are times where you feel overwhelmed and swamped by work, but there's never a time where there's no support for you.
I just want to encourage you to put your head down and keep studying and keep going. You can do it. It is not impossible.
If you choose a unique path, you will probably have unique problems. So
keep on learning, never give up.
If you do work hard, your ambitions are maybe get into university or any college or something like that, it is possible.
It might take more than 2 tries, it might take more than 3 tries, but you will get there and everything will be alright. Just don't give up. There is still hope.
It's up to you as an individual to really work for what it is that you want.
It's not over till it's over. Yeah, it's all for me.
Yeah.
Cool. Cheers.
No.